Hi guys, my name is Bimlesja and today is day 63 of cracking cat in 120 days. And this is my morning schedule where I do English speaking practice. In this section, I talk about what I did yesterday, what I am going to do today, and what are the problems that I am currently facing on my prep in my prep. So first of all, if I talk about what I did yesterday, so yesterday I gave three tests of total six topic tests means two in RC, VRC, two in LRDI, one in Quant, and watched the two lectures of Quant means in algebra and watched one lecture of VRC and solved some questions. This is about yesterday. If I talk about today, what I'm going to do today, today I will give a sectional test of VARC and then I'll analyze it. Means the main priority is giving a sectional test. Now, if I talk about other things like what other things that you are going to do uh, aside from sectional test. So I will first complete my two lectures of quant, then two lectures of LRDI, then practice some RCs and some verbal ability questions, then practice some questions on LRDI, practice some questions on quant. And the question should be from PYQ and from the test or class notes. And then if I talk that is done, and then I will go to give section and then analyze it. This is about my students plan. The problems that I am facing is I'm taking too much time on RCs. Whenever I am solving RCs in first reading, I'm not understanding the passage completely means not completely means not up to 70%. So and my reading speed is too slow. The two problems that I have encountered that I am facing is first to reading speed is too slow. Second is not understanding properly in first go. So I need to work on that. I will practice that. Means I need to study more materials, more different genre, and make myself used to the long passage because whenever I am seeing long passages, I am getting nervous and I don't want to be that. So I thought I thought no. It is the practical advice that everyone should practice that thing that is weaker in that. So I am weaker in reading speed, I am weaker in always understanding the comprehension. So I have to work on that and I will work. But time is very less, so need to do smart work. This is about my problem that I am facing, the plan that I'm going to follow, and what I did yesterday. I have talked about everything. Now let's ask ChatGPT if ChatGPT is responding or not. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hi ChatGPT. Hi Chat. Actually, that is not working. I don't know why. What is the problem that ChatGPT is currently facing from few days? If I show you guys that I'm lying or not, you guys can see This is my ChatGPT screen. Here, the voice mic is enabled, and I'm trying to record. Whatever I'm saying is recording, but it is not showing the fluctuation of waves that generally appears when I speak. But today it is not showing. Maybe I'm again trying. Hi chat. Hi chat. I am asking you to ask me 10 questions on different genre, considering that going to I'm going for an interview. Sorry, I'm going for an MBA interview. Let's see is if it's recorded or not. In my opinion, that it seems like it doesn't capture the dictations. So no, it is not doing anything. No, there is no benefit of using this. So let's practice the earlier sessions that I have done. Here you guys can see that here you guys can see the 10 academic questions that earlier chat asked me. I'm going to answer these questions only. So the first question is about academics. The question is, if you could redesign your undergraduate curriculum, what one change would you make and why? If I could redesign my undergraduate curriculum, the one change that I would no, make is I'll make a schedule that every class should happen in one day. Means no persons have to go to college every day. In one day, because what I faced in my college days that I have to go to college every day. Not every day, but yeah, every day because every day there is a one class and one class is of duration 40 minutes. So means for 40 minutes I have to go to college. But I'm talking about the people that who are living 2 hours away from the college. They need to travel for 2 hours and just 40 minutes class. Yeah, obviously it is valuable, but I'm talking about if all the classes of whole week if arranged in 2 days. So that will be beneficial for everyone. Maybe I'm wrong because there are many classes and one teacher have to take many classes. If they focus on only one class and then rest class will have to face some problems. So yeah, I can be wrong, but what I thought that if they manage to do or arrange a routine that in 2 days or let's say 3 days their whole week class has been will be completed, then it would be better. Then question number second, career goals. Imagine you're 10 years into your career after MBA. What would success look like for you? Okay, if imagining myself that I am 10 years, I have spent 10 years into MBA, into my career after MBA. The success that I wish it would look like I am having a financial stability, I am having in a good relationship with my families, with my friends, colleagues, and the partner. And I am doing good in spirituality as well as the doing better for my society. Now, in question third, economy. How do you think India's growing digital payments ecosystem will impact small businesses in the next decade? So, if I talk about how India's digital payment ecosystem will impact small businesses in the next decade. So, in past, actually, digital system and digital payment system, if I talk about how much time it has happened, so it's around almost 9 years or 8 years that we are using UPI. So it is 1 decade we have experienced, and in 1 decade, everything regarding payment has been changed. Because earlier, what happens that people were only using cash, means local people. Not I'm talking about a business owner. Business owners use this checks, but the more oftenly used medium was cash. But and because of that, many people have limitations on purchasing because they don't have cash that time, or the businesses not get that boost because of the limitations that everyone should carry cash to, in order to buy something. But when UPI came into the picture, the thinking is changed, the process is changed completely. Now people don't need to carry cash. People are using the UPIs are in more, means if I talk about more, they are using more UPI rather than cash. Because and many people are using, not I'm just talking about literate, means say literate people, no, every, if you are illiterate or literate, doesn't matter, if you know how to use mobile, that's it. And today the UPI system has been built in that, with that uh, normal keypad phone is also using UPI. If I show you guys that, you guys can see this is a Geo phone, this is keypad phone. Here one camera is there. From this camera, you can scan any QR code and pay. Means in this phone, you can pay the payment from payment, means it has UPI. You can pay through this phone. You can receive payment on this phone. You can show QR code to other person, then they can scan, and means this phone is this phone does the same task as the smartphone smartphone does in terms of payment. Means you don't need to use a smartphone. You can use this. This is about maybe 1300. Yeah, it cost me around 1300, and in 1300 I do payments from that. Means in 1300 you can transform your business from offline to online, because you need a mobile. So that is the mobile. You from that you can show a scanner, you can scan the QR code, then you can directly send money to someone's mobile number, or you can send directly money to someone's UPID number. Everything that is in your smartphone, you will found in, or you would found in that keypad phone too. So UPI or digital ecosystem has been increased so much, and it in upcoming next days, the remaining persons who are not using that UPI, they will be habituated of that. Because of UPI, the growth in business has been happened. Means the earlier when the purchasing was that not that much, but after the UPI came into the picture, the purchasing has increased. Actually, earlier purchasing was there, but if I talk about it is increased or not, yeah, it has increased after the UPI introduction. So that is the digital ecosystem is playing the growth role in India's economy. Now I talk about technology. With the rise of generative AI, do you think creativity will decline or evolve, or why? So if I talk about generative AI, so with the rise of generative AI, we can see the more creative tasks will be done by, means there will be a good point and bad point regarding this. Because the good point is that people will have time to think creatively. People, because the routine task can be done by the AI, and the creative thinking part can be done by humans. So human can use their brain more efficiently to do other works. That is for betterment. So it has both pros and cons. Yeah, because of creative AI, generative AI, many other things. That is, many people will lost job. Yeah, that is definitely true. But maybe many people will get a new opportunities. Means it will create new jobs, as well as obviously it has side effect that cons flaws. It has flaws that it costs some people to lose their job. Now, if we talk about social impact, If you had to design a CSR project for a large corporation, what cause would you pick and how would you implement it? If I had to design a CSR project for a corporate or a large corporation, so the responsibility that I want to assign them is to plant trees because of the today in today's world there are so much pollution. There is so much pollution. So we need in order to cut down the pollution, everyone should plant tree. And if a large corporation should plant tree, that will be on larger amount. So the pollution extent will be reduced. So I want that they should plant trees. Then if I talk about social impact, which is then leadership. Tell me about a time when you had to influence people without having formal authority. Okay. If I talk about a time when I had to influence other people without authority. So it is about when I was in college days, we are organizing, we were organizing a musical fest. That time, our principal didn't permission us that you need to us to mark for marketing. But I influence every group of every my sorry, I influence my everyone from my group to do marketing because marketing is needed, and because of the marketing the musical fest became successful, and at last teacher praised us. So yeah, without authority I influenced people. Now if I talk about leadership, tell me about a time when you had to okay, that is done. Now ethics. Would you ever take a high paying job in a company whose values you don't fully agree with? Why or why not? No, I would not take take a job in a company where the ethics is getting compromised. Because for a growth of company, it is important that ethics and integrity should be there. Because without ethics and integrity and moral values, the company should not sustain the growth, should not be able to sustain the growth. Sorry, will not be. Sorry, yeah, will not be able to sustain the growth. Then question about global affairs. How should idea position itself amid the US-China rivalry? Sorry. How should India position itself amid the US-China rivalry? So amid US-China rivalry, India should position India should maintain its ties with both the countries. Means India should maintain ties with China as well as USA, and it can try also to mediate the rivalry or the rift between them, because if India does that, in global picture, India will come as a leader. So obviously, India should first maintain the free bilateral their agreements and should maintain or mediate the rift between them. Means what are the situations that they are facing, India and China, between China and India. India should mediate them and resolve them, try to resolve them. Now, if we talk about personality, what is unconventional skill or hobby you have that would add value to your MBA peer group? The unconventional skill or hobby that that skill or hobby I have that I could add that could add value to my MBA peer group is I am determined. Means I don't means I never thought about what if I become fail. No, I always thought, okay, I have time, I can do more in this time. I have to do smart work. I means I am persistent and determined towards goal until it is achieved or date has passed. So I am determined towards goal. Now, if I talk about future vision, if you had the power to create one policy change in India today to accelerate development, what should it be? So if I had the power to create one policy change in India today to accelerate development, what would it be? So if I had power to change one thing to accelerate India's development, so I would change the hierarchy system. Means because of the hierarchy system, many tasks that can be done in very fast way, they are done in there there are many tasks that should take very less time. It takes around it takes way more time than the was expected. So you guys can sorry, it was expected. So for that reason, I would change the hierarchy system. Means if something is important, they can directly reach to the upper level officers, not just mediate. Because in the mediation, in the middle, the time is consumed. And other thing is, I would change the, I would change some processes in examinations to getting a job. Because in India, we have seen that some exams have been taken in like 2015, but the result has come in 2020, and the joining has been done in 2022-23. So there is a long process. And talking about some exam, yeah, there are exams that are conducting very well. Means they are very time punctual. They are taking examination on time. Giving the result on time, and they are recruiting on time. But some are not. So I would change that to every recruiter, every board should conduct the exam and the recruit start recruitment process as early as possible, because there are there is so much time loss in everything. So this is about my today's English speaking practice lesson. Now, if I talk about why today I was stuck in every sentences, because I haven't practiced long conversation for for last 5 days, 6 days. That's why I am getting sorry, yeah, that's why I am getting stuck in speaking. But no worries, from tomorrow I will start again doing long conversation, and the conversation should be free. Free means it is irrespective of means it should be in on different genre where I am not comfortable. I will talk about everything where I am not comfortable, and it's 6:10. I need to go for cat prep. So bye guys. We will meet tomorrow again, means on day 64 on 3rd October. Till then, take care, bye, and use your time wisely because we have limited time. So bye.